All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through here this evening. And for all of those of you around the country that are watching us this evening, thanks for coming here and being with us this evening on a Thursday night. It's always a little bit tiring. Thursday night, probably the toughest day of the week. We've got to get through it to get to Friday. And so I understand your energy level this evening. But I'm hoping that in the next 40 minutes or so, I can bring you a new kind of energy, a new kind of hope when you understand what we at DuePoint do. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to start by telling you that DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. It's super important to note. Why? Because firstly, I want you to understand that this is a homegrown South African company. We've been around since 1952, 68 years old this year. We're listed on the JSE, so we're a public company, and we're a licensed and listed life and short-term insurance company. So you're not dealing with something that's coming from overseas. You're not dealing with something that's here today and gone tomorrow. You are dealing with a very well-established financial services company in South Africa today. Now, about 5 years ago, we sat down to solve a problem that was affecting us as a corporate, but we understood that it was also affecting us as South Africans, as individuals as well. It's something that most South Africans are unwilling to admit or understand, or maybe don't even know yet. But we as South Africans are in financial crisis right now. Particularly as individuals, we have lost control of our economics, our personal economic environment. We don't have control of that anymore. We have somebody else all the time telling us how much we can earn, and we live in an environment where prices are increasing every single day, but we can't match it with an increase of income. And so we have this problem that is very difficult to fix. We try as South Africans to go out and do different things on top of our jobs, things where we sell things or make things or whatever it might be, but that gives us what we call transactional cash. It gives us cash in the moment. It never builds for us a change in lifestyle. It never builds for us control of our personal economics. And as I said, I know that many South Africans have done this, and it has, instead of creating for us a solution, it has often exhausted South Africans, so that even when they sit in presentations at DuePoint, they come in carrying a tremendous amount of stigma, thinking it's another one of those things that you've already exhausted your time and money on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is not what we wanted to do when we created DuePoint. When we sat down, I'll remember it, the day we sat down to design this solution, we said to ourselves, even we don't want to be doing any one of those things ever again. We want to create a very different solution, one that every South African can use, and one that goes well beyond transactional cash. We want one that builds wealth. Wealth is the kind of thing that'll change your circumstances, because that's what you need. People say to me, no, Brendan, I want the cash. And I go, but the cash won't change your circumstances. Next week you'll be back. You know how long cash lasts. How long is cash going to last if I put it in your hands tonight? It's going to last about 5 minutes. It's like water, my grandmother used to say to me. It runs through your fingers. That's why we always encourage people not to draw cash from an ATM. The moment it's in your pocket, it's burning. It's burning. If you're a man, it's in your wallet and it's burning against your thigh. If you're a lady, it's in your handbag. It's burning. It wants to get spent. It's telling you the whole time. I always tease, my mother's like that. You can't give my mother cash. You can't give her a budget. She can't work to a budget. The money burns, and so it gets spent. And we're saying, no, we don't want that. What we want to create instead is an environment where you have wealth. Okay, so what are we going to ask you to do to create that wealth? Well, everywhere else you would have been asked to sell something, carry groceries around, you know what I'm saying, move product, toiletries, cleaning agents, all those things like that. That's what you would traditionally be asked to do. At DuePoint, we don't ask you to do any of that. We don't ask you to present anything that we have to other people. We don't want you doing those things. Instead, what we've done is we've designed a system on the latest technology available to us in South Africa. And it means that all we need you to do is simply go out and connect South Africans to us through that technology. By doing that, you create a greater market for us, what we call a channel of distribution here at DuePoint for us, and we then as the insurance company are able to facilitate the purchase of more products. That creates greater revenue for us as a corporate, but what it also does is it puts us in a position to create that wealth. What is wealth? It is a recurring income. Not cash in transit, not for selling something. It is an income that is there every single month that passes. It doesn't matter what your circumstances are. You might be sick or overworked or on holiday. When those things happen and you're selling something, your cash stops. It dries up. When your team, we've had it before, teams that are selling things stop selling it, your cash dries up. Here, we create an income that is there no matter your circumstances. We do it through the process of utilizing our financial services products. Our financial services products run on debit orders. Debit orders run every single month, and that means that no matter what you're doing, no matter what day of the year it is, the debit order runs and your income flows in. That's what wealth is. Because when you've got an income that's there every month, you've now got something that can change your circumstances. People that get 50,000 Rand in cash never change their circumstances. They're not going to go out and buy a car. They're not going to go out and buy a house. But if I were to put 2,500 Rand into your bank account every single month, now all of a sudden you're in a position to change things. That's the crazy thing. You see, South Africans think they need a big pile of money. That big pile of money goes and it's gone. You know that. And you're back to where you started. But when we start incrementing your income every month, 2.5, 5, 10, 15, but it's there every month. Now you can go out and buy a house. You can go out and buy a car. You can move suburbs. You can change jobs. You're empowered to do things when the money is there every single month. That is what we create at DuePoint. And for many, it's forgotten by the end of this presentation that that is in fact DuePoint's product. Our product at DuePoint is wealth creation. And folks, we've built it in the South African environment for South Africans by South Africans. So we know all your difficulties. We know you don't have time. We know you don't know people. We know you're not a salesperson. We know you get embarrassed by this sort of stuff. Fantastic. We eradicated all of the things that are South African in building it into our technology that is made and designed to allow you to leverage yourself and others so that your time is not an issue. To leverage others in finding people so that the number of people you know is neither here nor there. We're able to build something for you that empowers you in whatever set of circumstances you're in right now. People say to me, I'm so busy. No problem. This works for you. Other people say, I don't even know where to start. We say, no problem. This tool works for you in the creation of wealth. And folks, you get to use this tool at no cost at all. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you get free use of our technology, our systems, our people, our offices. We even offer you free tea and coffee if you come to our presentations. We give you free training and we give you free applications. You don't pay anything to use the system at DuePoint. Everywhere else you've gone, you've had to deposit money. I know it. I've been in those presentations. First of all, I had to buy the ticket to go to the presentation. That was very insulting. But nonetheless, we did it so I could go see. Then, in the presentation, they said, you need to buy the starter kit. It's only 2,500 Rand. It's only 3,000 Rand. It's only 8,000 Rand. Whatever it might be. And then I had to buy products. Every month I had to go and buy groceries and then distribute them, beg people to buy them. How many of you have already got rooms and garages full of products that you can't sell anymore because those companies have gone? How many of you? I know. We've got many. One of our guys that's done very well at DuePoint, and he's always on our stage here, he says, I've still got a whole garage full of products from previous businesses, and I can't move those products. They're expired. They're whatever. Here at DuePoint, our products never expire. You never carry them around. They're delivered perfectly every time. The factory never breaks down. I love those. I love those ones. We're having, the factory's broken down. We can't give you the product this month. No, that never happens. And you have instant delivery 24 hours a day anywhere in the nation. And you pay nothing to use the system. In addition, because you're not selling, ladies and gentlemen, you do not sell any of our products. What is DuePoint's product? Wealth creation. You see, you'd already forgotten. I'm going to remind you throughout this presentation. That's our product, wealth creation. Because of that, because you never sell, you don't advise, you're not intermediaries, you're not brokers, you're not representatives, you're not agents of ours. I always love it. No, I'm DuePoint's latest agent. No, you're not. You're none of those things. And because of that, you don't require any specific education or experience to be a wealth engineer. It means that everybody in South Africa has the ability to now finally not build cash in transit, no, but to build an asset that changes their lives forever. What is an asset? An asset is something that produces recurring income for you. That's what we do. An asset is something that you can price and sell to somebody else. Your channels here are available to you to sell to somebody else. And ladies and gentlemen, an asset is something that will outlive you. At DuePoint, the channels you make and the income they produce for you will automatically be transferred to your children when you pass away one day. That means that you're not building something that dies with you, like your job. Or when you were selling those goodies, that all dies with you. Here, you build an intergenerational asset for your family. Your children will pick it up, grow it even further if they want, hand it over to your grandchildren who will be able to do the same thing, and so on and so on. As we understand it, we are the only intergenerational wealth creation business in South Africa today. And we offer this tool to every South African. Folks, we've built it as well to be super convenient. We know as South Africans, we don't want difficult, we don't want complex, and we don't want anything that's going to exhaust us because we're already exhausted. And so we built a system that's in your phones all already. We'll just unlock it for you this evening. And it asks you simply to connect people to us. How do we do it? 3 taps on your smartphone. I know you all know how to tap your smartphone. If you're able to tap it 3 times, you can connect South Africans to us. And by connecting South Africans to us, you will find that others will go out and connect individuals to us via our technology. And this process repeats itself across the city, across the province, across the nation. Folks, we have already been around for nearly half a decade as a division of Constantia. We know how this works. We have seen it happen thousands of times. As channels spread across the country, as your channel spreads out across the country, we come along as the insurance company and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout your channel. And your wealth is born without you selling a thing, without you presenting, not even once, in this process. We then distribute this wealth to you in 2 ways. First, through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 for every product payment made in your channel every month that those payments are made, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment is made. Now that sounds very complicated, but it's actually super simple. You're going to go out, tap your phones, connect a few people to us. They'll take a product of us, pay for it, and when they do, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200% because you introduced them. You were the introducer. You tapped the phone. They watched the video, the presentation in your presence, and our system allocates them to you. And now you get 55 Rand for each product that they take. So if they take 2 products, you get 110 Rand. 3 products, 165 Rand. 4 products, 220 Rand, and so on and so on and so on. As the portfolio grows at DuePoint, you have the ability to control your income. That's the thing we've all lost as South Africans, our ability to control our income. Now you've got it back. That 55 Rand is paid every month via our debit order system, which means that you're not chasing after your friends. You're not going to the warehouse to pick the bags up. None of that happens. It's single connections to us that create a stream of income for you. These folk are going to go out and they're going to connect a few people to us. When they take a product again, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand again. 55 Rand. You've been here for 5 minutes. You're earning 1,000 Rand a month. You've connected people. They've paid for their products, and you're earning 12,000 Rand a year with us here at DuePoint. You haven't had to do a presentation. You haven't had to get any stock, and you haven't had to learn about the stock, because that's not what we do. We simply connect South Africans to us, and we build wealth off of a recurring income with us. People have said to me, 55 Rand's not enough, and I've said to them, you don't understand our system. No one in South Africa, whether they blow in from overseas or whether they're homegrown, creates the level of wealth at the speed at which we do. They make promises. We've seen the promises, haven't we? On your WhatsApp groups and your Facebook. Oh, you're going to be rich in 90 days. I'll pay you thousands of rands for this, that, the next thing. And yet you never seem to have got any of that cash. Otherwise you wouldn't be sitting here tonight, would you? You'd be sitting in your yacht in the Mediterranean. It's always promises. Here at DuePoint, we've delivered on every one of our promises for nearly half a decade. There's never been a missed payment. Nothing, no matter the promise, will ever equal the power of a recurring income. They may tell you it's 900 Rand for selling something or 450 Rand for selling something. But none of that equals a stream of income that is there every month going forward, where you have the control to increase it through single connections to us. If you want to earn more than 1,000 Rand a month, that's fine. You've got the ability to do that. Just connect more people. As you connect more people to us, you'll continue to earn, but on a diminishing basis down to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, you have unlimited earning capacity. We don't limit the number of points you can earn on. You can build a channel that's 26 points big, 100 points big. That's fine. As long as you qualify to earn, you'll always get 4% of 27.50 Rand from the 8th point on. This is not one of those systems that puts a ceiling over your head. This is intergenerational wealth. You might build to 20 points, hand it over to your children. They might want to build it to 40 points. They can go for it and create any level of wealth that they want. In South Africa today, we've lost the ability to dream. We've lost our aspiration. I know this. I ask people often, what would you like to earn in your wildest dreams? The biggest number I've ever received so far is about 80,000 Rand a month. For me, that's so sad. Let's translate that into dollars. What's 80,000 Rand a month in dollars? Divide by 15. See, our currency is not a real currency. We've got to look at a real currency. What's a real currency? It's about $5,000 a month. Why would you only want to be earning $5,000 a month? If you ask me what I want to earn in my wildest dreams, it's $5 million a month. It's my wildest dreams, but we've lost that aspiration. I'm trying desperately to remember. Actually, today I was driving out to Benoni, and there was an example where I saw somebody who had completely lost all hope and ambition in South Africa. Folks, here at DuePoint, if you want 5,000 Rand, that's fine. If you want 50,000 Rand, that's fine. If you want 500,000 Rand a month, it's fine. It's left in your hands. We don't cap you. We don't put a ceiling on your heads. You're the one that decides what you want out of the system. It's not cash. Imagine how big an envelope I'd have to give you for 500,000 Rand a month. We don't work like that. That's the dark ages. That's 1990. What we do is we put it in your bank account, but you've got to grow it. How much can you earn here and how fast? Well, that's up to you, as I've said, but I'll give you a very easy example to follow here at DuePoint. We call it 3+2, fits into everybody's lifestyle. It doesn't matter how busy you are or how important you think you are. This will fit into your lifestyle. We call it 3+2. It says in your first month with us, all we want you to do is connect 3 people, just 3. See what I mean when I say it fits into everybody's lifestyle? You've got to tap your phone 9 times in a month. If you're able to do that, and then +2, add 2 people every month thereafter, just 2. Not at an increasing rate, just 2 every single month. You don't skip months. You don't go, hey, it's Christmas, I'm taking December off. No, in the first week of December, you put your 2 people in, and then you have the month off. Put 2 people in every month, and you don't quit. And we apply all of our actuarial statistics to it with the data we've collected over half a decade, real data of people doing this. Then we know that after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. 2,500 Rand a month is 30,000 Rand a year. Now, I can see on some of your faces, you're really like, oh, no, man, 2,500 Rand. Man, I got this WhatsApp here that says I'm going to be rich in 3 months. First of all, it's all lies. But second of all, you haven't been doing anything. What have you been doing at DuePoint? 2 people a month. I know all of you are capable of connecting more than 2 people a month when it requires you just to tap your phone. We have people, what Movers and Shakers went out yesterday for the month of June. Top person did 38 people. I'm only asking for 2, but you can do 80. I think the top person I ever saw was about 104 people in 1 month. So if you've got somebody who can connect 104 people in a month, you can definitely do 2. But if you can only do 2 because you're very busy, because you're South African, remember? You're very busy, you can only do 2. Then after 6 months, you can only expect to be on 30,000 Rand a year with DuePoint. Not once off, you don't get the 2.5 just for that month. It's every month thereafter. And if you continue to connect people for another 6 months, well, then that 2,500 Rand becomes 9 to 10,000 Rand. That's 10,000 Rand a year. It's 120,000 Rand a year. It's 10,000 Rand a month. What does 10,000 Rand a month do for you? How does it change your personal economy? Remember, that's our objective. What does DuePoint do? It creates wealth with the objective of changing people's circumstances. How have your circumstances changed on 10,000 Rand a month? How long did you have to work for? 1 year. Oh, Brandon, it's too long. It's too long. I only want to work for 3 months. I can't help you if you only want to work for 3 months because that's not how the real world works. But in the real world, here at DuePoint, if you can commit to a year with us, you can reasonably expect to be on about 9 to 10,000 Rand a month. If you do 2 years, that jumps to 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. 360,000 Rand a year. You didn't quit. Remember, this is 2 years. You haven't quit 2 weeks in. I spoke to my mom and my dad. They all laughed at me. They told me it was a pyramid scheme, and I quit. No, they didn't quit. They didn't quit when their friends laughed at them. They didn't quit when people they put in lapsed, cancelled, didn't pay. No, they didn't quit. They kept going. What do you got to find? 2 solid connections a month. That's all. You might have to connect 10 people to us to find 2 solid connections, but you've got a whole month to do it in. And if you keep going, the mathematics starts catching up with you, and 24 months in, you're earning 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. 3 years in, you're up to 40 to 45,000 Rand a month. 4 years in, you're up to 60,000 Rand a month. And if you can do this for 5 years, not 5 months, not 5 days, not the first 50 people you speak to, if you're able to do it for 5 years, then you can reasonably expect to be on 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's R1 million a year. Now, this is not one of those WhatsAppy things that says, I'll make you a millionaire, and then hopes or never intends on delivering. We have already had people through this cycle. So I can already tell you that these are the numbers. See, that's the difference between DuePoint and everything else. We've already done it, and we've already delivered on it, and we've already had people through the cycle. And so we have real people that we can show you are earning as we predicted or are earning differently based on their input. So we show you everybody. People who are doing slow growth, they do 2 people every 6 months. And we can show you the people that do 38, 80, 100 people a month, and everybody in between. And so we put them on the stage every month. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people, we put them on stage, and we get them to tell you how they've done it. Every one of them is recorded and is on YouTube. If you go to YouTube tonight, search DuePoint, scroll to the bottom, you're going to find them all there. More than 100 testimonies from the last half decade of people having built wealth here at DuePoint. You might think this is new, but it's only because you haven't heard about it. People say, man, how come I haven't heard about you? I go, because we don't advertise. We use you. You are the one responsible for connecting people to us. I'm never going to run a TV advert. You're never going to see that because I've got you to connect South Africans to us. So this last month, we had up Natasha Weldrick from Port Elizabeth. This is a nationwide business as well. She's up from Port Elizabeth, single mom, works extremely hard. I understand that at certain periods in her life, she's been working 7 days a week. 7 days. She does not have time for DuePoint. Those of you who are busy, she's busier than you. But she has also wanted to get back control, wanted to have hope and aspiration again. And so she picked up the cudgel 2.5 years ago of the DuePoint tool, and she uses it when she can. 15 minutes here, an hour this month, 15 minutes a week there, whatever it might be. Whenever she can find time, she's used it. And slowly and gradually, over 2 years, she's built a channel that's now worth 9,000 Rand a month to her. 9,000 Rand a month to a single mom. How does that change your circumstances? What did she do? She found 13 active individuals. 13. They went and put 400 people in her channel. Can you find 13 people? Are you willing to do the work to find 13 people that get out there and build? I would hope so, because look at what it's worth to you. Look at what it's worth to you. 108,000 Rand a year. What can you do with 108,000 Rand a year? That's school fees, it's groceries, it's medical aid, private medical aid, it's buying a car, it's putting a deposit down on a house, and it hasn't stopped for Natasha. That's her income now going forward. And when she puts another 2.5 years in, it might be 20,000 Rand a month. She's building slowly, I'll admit. We show you what can be done. You can do it quickly too. Go and find the people who've done it quickly. Do you want to hear about the people that got to 10 grand in their first month? We got those. We got those that took a year to get to 10 grand. We got those that have got to 50, to 100, to beyond 100. We've got them all. You can go and see their stories on DuePoint, on DuePoint's YouTube channel. Don't look at DuePoint and go, I can't. No. You can look at your job and say, I can't, because I can tell you it's very difficult. Can any of you dictate a promotion? Can any of you go in tomorrow and say, I want a promotion today, please? Or go to your boss and say, I need 1,000 Rand raise a month going forward, please. Can you do that? No. So don't say it's too hard. It's not hard. It's just numbers. It's numbers, numbers, numbers. How long are you willing to connect people to this business? The longer you're willing. That's the element we don't like as South Africans, time. The longer you're willing to connect South Africans to us, the more a reality of a change that you can't even recognize in your life is possible. That's what we have here. You know what's great about this slide? Everyone looks at that number. You know what number you're missing on that slide? And I know you can't see it so clearly here. You can see it more clearly on the camera. Is the date. What's the date there? 11th of February. Oh, that's fine. 2016. What year are we in now? 2019. What do you think that number is now? No, the problem with DuePoint is you can't earn fast enough. No, you can. Laugh at anybody who says that to you. Folks, our second way of creating wealth for you is through our XP Rewards program. Our XP Rewards program is our training program. It is how we teach you to become a social entrepreneur. We teach you to understand the economy you work in and how to create lifetime intergenerational wealth. We put you through steps and activities that help you grow your channels with us. And as you do them, we reward you with XP points, experience points. These XP accumulate. You can't have them taken away from you. You can't have your experience taken away from you. And as they accumulate and your channel grows, we rank you up in our training program. When we rank you up, we reward you with cash. It's small in the beginning, but it grows and grows as you rank up. And then we start to professionalize you. We give you tools at rank 5 that take you from amateur to professional. That's what Rob always says. He's the other presenter. He says, what's the difference between amateurs and professionals? The professionals have the tools. Now, folks, you can buy most of these things, but at rank 5, you get the whole kit from us. At rank 7, we give you a set of imported, custom-made, gold-gilded business cards worth 20,000 Rand. 20,000 Rand. When you give somebody a gold-gilded business card, you are, in fact, the only person in the country doing it. And they suddenly don't think this looks like one of those things. It suddenly looks very different. At rank 9, for those of you who achieve it and put in that ingredient of time and get to rank 9, as long as you then maintain your channel size, this is not a competition, you don't requalify every year, as long as you maintain that channel size every year that you do for the rest of your life, we take you and your family away on a 5-star business class, all expenses paid trip. Not just you, not some cheapy thing. I've seen some wonderfully ridiculous things out there. This is 5-star business class, folks. Many South Africans have never been on a plane. How would you like your first time on a plane to be in business class? Most people who fly aspire to reach business class, and you can say, it was my first flight, and I turned left instead of right down to economy class. I went left into the business class. That's what you can say with us, because that's real. And you know what's also real? This is not a hope or an aspiration of DuePoint's. It's something we've been doing for years. We've been on numerous trips with a growing group of rank 9s. Every year there's new rank 9s joining us with their spouses, with their children, and I can show you actual footage. I don't have to pretend and hope and use internet pictures. I can show you what your Decembers are going to look like. Should be okay. Looks like it should be okay for all the hard work. We tell some of our rank 9s, like, oh, I'm so tired. I say, you can't be tired. You get to be tired there at the end of every year. We've already booked this year's trip, but we're waiting for anybody who goes rank 9 this year to come and join us. 7th of December, we're getting on the plane in the morning. Around lunchtime, we'll be right there in a new location in Mauritius this year. Brand new hotel. We go to a different one every year, incidentally, so you never get bored. And we're just waiting for who else is going to join us in 2019, part of the growing group. How quickly can you go rank 9? I don't know. You're going to tell me. The record is 5 months to rank 9, so anyone can still make it to join us this year. But I'm waiting for somebody to break that record. I really am. And then we've got people that have taken 3 years to get there. Doesn't matter. Would you work for someone for 3 years if they told you for the rest of your life, I'll take you and your family away on a 5-star holiday every year? Of course you would. But when you're here, you're like, no, Brendan, unless it's happening in 3 months, I'm out of here. And I go, but why don't you tell your boss, unless I'm this, that, and the next thing in the next 3 months, I'm out of here. You see how we have to change our perspective on wealth. Wealth takes time. That's the ingredient. Now, you can do it quickly. You can. You're absolutely capable in DuePoint of doing quickly. But if it doesn't happen quickly, that's not the end. It's actually just the beginning. You can take as long as you like. And when you ultimately go rank 9, you come away with us. And when you ultimately go rank 11, we give you your very own car. It's not branded. It's not rented from us. It's not financed through us. And we don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car. And you get to build wealth with it. Are you willing to put time and numbers in to change your life forever with us? Folks, we create this wealth off of the back of our financial services products. Like I said at the beginning, our debit order system. You've got 4 products you can pick from here at DuePoint. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It's 324 Rand a month. For that, you get 2 independent products. Your first is 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. And the second is your very own tax-free investment account. We take 100 Rand of the 324 and we put it into the investment account for you, and it's your money. You start building an asset with us before you've even connected your first person. The second product that we have is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month. For that, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No waiting periods, no maximum age limits, no medical declarations or examinations. It is designed to cover every single South African. No matter their circumstances, everybody can be involved at DuePoint. Everybody in South Africa can build wealth and change their circumstances for themselves. Folks, our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It starts at $299. It's got a whole host of options you can pick from. It gives you funeral cover of 20 or 30,000 Rand. You can add 5 or 10 family members to the plan. And folks, you as the principal policyholder get 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover, which means that when you die, we will settle 10,000 Rands worth of your debt so that your family don't have to. Our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. Our Wealth Points Buyers Club costs 299 Rand a month. For that, you get access to all of our suppliers. Our suppliers, we got people coming to us all the time offering us prices and packages and vouchers and VIP services, all sorts of stuff you couldn't get as an individual. But as a member of this product, you get access to all of them. You can change your personal economic environment by being able to spend less and get more through this product. Every one of our products has a review video, ladies and gentlemen. Every one of them. You can go to our website, watch the full review. Some of them are an hour long. I go through everything, T's and C's, benefits, all sorts of stuff so that you know what that product is about. You can also download full policy documents for every single one of our products from our website. Folks, you've got the ability to maximize your benefit with our products. We believe that our products are the best in their category. So even if you choose not to build wealth with us, you know that you've got one of the finest financial services products in the country in your hands with DuePoint here. Folks, we wrap all of this in what we call our Achiever Quest. Our Achiever Quest says we know that you need cash and you need it fast. Remember those WhatsApps? They play on you because they know you need cash soon. Well, here we actually are able to deliver on this wrapping. Our Achiever Quest says, are you able to put 10, 20, or 30 people into your channel in any given month and have them pay by the end of that calendar month? If you're able to do that, then we give you either 5,000 Rand bonus, 10,000 or 15,000 Rand bonus on top of your returns and rewards that I was talking about. That means that setting aside the returns and rewards, you're capable of earning 5,000 Rand, 10,000 or 15,000 Rand in the very first month that you are with us. And then every month thereafter resets. You can do it again and do it again. If you keep adding 10 people and they're paying the same month, every month thereafter, you could potentially walk away with 60,000 Rand a year. Now, we've got a bunch of people that are already doing this month after month, and it's quite exciting for us. We put up one person this month, but she's not the only one. Sima Sishle, she's been with us for 6 months now, and at the end of last month, she had already achieved this quest twice. So even though she's only earning 1,100 Rand because she's only been with us for 5 minutes, in the last 2 months, she got 6,000 Rand because of the Achiever quest. Straight out the gates, you could be on 5 grand plus with us. If you put 20 people in, you're on 10 grand plus every single month, and 30, you're on 15,000. People say to me, Brendan, this is not possible. Well, then why do I have people doing it? If you go to our Facebook page, you would have seen the guys that did it for the month of June were on our Facebook page yesterday. We loaded them up. Another whole host of people, bang. And we've got people coming on for 3 and 4 consecutive months in a row of doing it. Don't tell me it's not possible. Of course it's possible. It's whether you're willing to do it. Anybody who tells you you can't earn quickly at DuePoint just doesn't know what they're talking about. Here at DuePoint, given the fact that it's real money that actually goes into your bank account, there is nothing like it in the country today. This year in 2019, we laid out a very special challenge for every South African who wanted to see their lives change this year. We called it our 365 challenge, and it said, can you put 365 people in 365 days? If you're able to do that, then we will give you the equivalent of 1.25 million rands worth of value here at DuePoint. What does it do? It says 365 people in your first year with us. That 365 starts on the day that you join us here at DuePoint. So if you're signing up tonight, you've got 365 days from now. If that is the case, we put a 365,000 Rand cash check into your bank account. How many people have had 365,000 Rand put into their accounts? No. Then I have people say, yeah, but Brendan, it's too difficult. I go, really? For 365,000 Rand, it's too difficult? Don't talk nonsense. Jump on the internet and see how many people have added way more than 365 people. In fact, we posted a video a short while ago of a lady who did 500 people personally in her first 5 weeks. So don't tell me you can't do 365 people in a year. It's nothing. For those that are dedicated and determined to do this, it's absolutely nothing. But our knee-jerk reaction always is, hard work. Hard work. Folks, of course it's hard work. It's for 1.25 million Rand. Of course it's hard work, but are you going to get it from your jobs? You're going to get it from your businesses? Who's getting 1.25 million Rand at the end of this year? No one. No one. But here you have the opportunity, working hard to get 1.25 million. It's real. It's in your hands. You control it. There's nothing in South Africa that offers that today. Having built a channel of 365 people on your first point, we know it'll grow past rank 9, which means that in the next year you'll be joining us potentially for the rest of your life on our rank 9 trips. We know it'll have grown past rank 11, which means in the next year you will get your very own car. But more importantly than that, we know that a channel that's bigger than rank 11 earns somewhere between 40 and 50,000 Rand a month. That means you'll be on 600,000 Rand a year. And you would have done it in 1 year. That challenge is out there for all South Africans. Folks, this is nationwide business. We are going to Bloemfontein this Saturday morning. We've been talking about it for 2 months. So I hope you guys are ready. You've got your accommodation in place, your travel plans in place, and you have got your guests ready to come. Folks, very important. This is not an introduction presentation. What you're watching tonight is an introduction presentation. On Saturday morning, I'm not flying all the way to Bloem to give you another introduction presentation. Go and download one of the 1,000 we have on our YouTube channel. I'm there to workshop with people who know DuePoint. So make sure all your guests have watched the introduction presentation before they arrive there at 10:30 on Saturday morning. Otherwise, they'll be like, what on earth is this guy talking about? Okay? Make sure they've watched the introduction presentation. This is our encounter. It's your opportunity, potentially as a wealth engineer that's never met me personally, and for your guests who've never met me, to meet me personally. We get a lot of people saying I'm just a computer graphic. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. People believe I'm a computer graphic. You're fortunate. You can see that I'm not. But in Bloemfontein in the Free State, I'm coming down to prove that I'm a real person. Looking forward to seeing you there. Those of you outside of the Free State, get there. You want to be building channels across the nation so that you can maximize your wealth and really strive for major aspirations in South Africa today. Hope you got your tickets booked. Under the events menu, I think there's a few more you can put in if you want. Go and get them booked, and I'll see you there Saturday morning, 10:30. If you want to know more about DuePoint, go to the JSC's website. Look us up under Conduit Capital. Go to Constantia's website. You can do it all through Google. You'll find our financial statements, our directors, our BEE status, everything you need. You'll be able to find there. Not like all these other things that have come in and you still have stock of in the garage. You didn't get to go to their websites. You didn't get to go and see their offices. No, here it's all real, okay? Go to the regulators' websites. The FSCA has got all of our licenses, life, short-term, and FSP licenses. They're all there. Go and do the research. Understand you are not dealing with anything that you have seen before. Folks, we give you the tools. The difference between amateurs and pros is the pros have got the tools. You can buy the tools now online with our online store, and we're running a special on that store where you can get 20% off the business cards. So go and order them online right now. You just go to DuePoint.net, click the store button. Everything's there. It'll explain it to you. And of course, we launched our brand new shirts, ladies and men's cuts. Okay, perfect for you. You can either buy them, guys, you can buy them here at the counter and everything else at the counter. But for those of you around the country, simply push store, order what you want, pay for it, and it'll be delivered to you in a couple of working days. So get in there and start getting the tools. If you want to become a wealth engineer this evening, ladies and gentlemen, it is very easy. You're going to do 4 things for us. Firstly, you're going to go to our website, DuePoint.net. You're going to read the pages, watch the videos, click the join or reply button within 3 minutes of filling out our form. You are a wealth engineer, not a single cent having left your pocket this evening. What a pleasure. Gentlemen, this means you don't have to go and talk to your spouse. You're not making a financial decision this evening, ladies and gentlemen. So you are actually able to go to your wife and go, look at this awesome thing, and no, you will not be eaten alive. Tonight is your opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to become a wealth engineer at no cost this evening. And get out there tonight and immediately start connecting South Africans to us. Step 2, you need to download our app. This business is very difficult to do without our app. You need a smartphone, you need the app. The app is free. Those of you who are here, download it from our free Wi-Fi now. Get it on. You go to the Play Store or you go to the Apple Store and you download the app onto your phone. It's there, we unlock it, and you are ready to create wealth with us. Once you've got the app, watch the training videos. Guys, it's under the tools menu, bottom right-hand corner. If you don't watch the training, you don't know how to do this business, 3 weeks from now you go, this business doesn't work. But you never did the training. So you don't know how to do it. When you started your jobs, did they not insist you do some form of training before you got going? And you were quite happy to do it. Do you see the difference between a job and DuePoint? Here we say, listen, it's going to take time to make money. The job says you're going to have to work for me forever to get promoted to the position you want to be in. You go, no, that's fine. Here you go, no, that's good. It needs to happen quickly. At a job, we go, you need to do training. You go, no problem, I'll do the training. Here we say, do the training. You go, no, thanks. If you want to create life-changing, intergenerational, permanent wealth, do the training. Watch the training videos. And then, ladies and gentlemen, go out and connect 3 people. Once you've connected 3 people to us successfully, you're earning. You're earning. Everyone thereafter is just growing income for you. Get your first 3 people connected and you start earning at DuePoint. We are in just about every form of electronic portal in South Africa and in the world. If you want to find DuePoint's podcasts, because you don't want to download the videos, we've got Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You're going to find us everywhere. If you want to watch our videos, you're going to go to our YouTube channel. Subscribe. You can watch us live every day, or you can download or watch all of our videos that we've ever done. If you want to follow us on social media, every day we create content for you to share, to tag in, to do all that. You don't have to do any of that work. We do it for you. Follow us on Facebook. Love us on Facebook. Don't like us. You can like the shoe shop page. DuePoint you love because we are changing lives. Go and love us there. Make sure you get the app and make sure you buy the tools on our store. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening is not a very difficult decision. DuePoint is rather beyond educated debate. This evening is a decision about saying I'm going to start redirecting my efforts towards something I control and towards something that will change everything about my future. Pick up this tool this evening. If you've got questions and concerns, ask them. Ask the people that connected you or call our client service team. Those of you who are here, you can come and ask me afterwards. Don't walk out tonight without this tool. Count the cost when you walk away from DuePoint. Understand what you're leaving behind. Here at DuePoint, we are the only economically viable solution available to South Africans today, and we believe that wholeheartedly. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be live again tomorrow at 12:15. So those of you who are at work don't even have to come here. Get the app on your phone. You'll be able to watch me live from your offices on your phone. You can gather your friends around, and tomorrow you can be signing people up. Those of you who are watching us from around the country, you know how to do it. We'll see you at 12:15 tomorrow. Last day to book tickets for Bloem. I'm excited about seeing you guys down there on Saturday morning. It is going to be epic. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you tomorrow.